The phone trembled in my hand as I stared at the unfamiliar number on the screen, my head throbbing like a war drum from the accident. "Who the hell are you?" I spat into the receiver, my voice raw and accusatory, fragments of betrayal flashing in my mind like shattered glass. "You're nothing but a heartbreaker," I whispered, not knowing why those words cut so deep, but feeling the weight of a love I couldn't remember crashing down around me. Livia woke up in a sterile hospital room in Manhattan, the beeping of machines echoing like distant traffic on Fifth Avenue. Her head felt like it had been split open, and when she tried to sit up, a sharp pain shot through her skull. The last thing she remembered was the screech of tires on a rainy night, the world spinning out of control as her car hydroplaned off the Brooklyn Bridge approach. Now everything before that was a fog. A thick, impenetrable mist that swallowed names, faces, and feelings. A nurse bustled in, clipboard in hand. "Miss Harper, you're awake. That's good. The doctor will be here soon. You have amnesia from the concussion, retrograde they call it. Might come back in bits and pieces." Livia blinked, her green eyes scanning the room for clues. On the nightstand sat a sleek iPhone, not hers, or was it? She picked it up, the screen lighting up with missed calls from a contact labeled, "Jordan Ring. Fiancé?" The word hit her like a punch. She didn't feel engaged. She didn't feel anything but a gnawing emptiness. Without thinking, she hit redial. The line connected after one ring. "Livia? Oh God, Livia, where are you? I've been worried sick." The voice on the other end was smooth, commanding, laced with panic. It belonged to a woman, confident, with a faint Boston accent softened by years in New York high society. "Who is this?" Livia demanded, her tone sharper than intended. A pause. "It's Jordan. Your fiancé. Baby, what happened?" "The hospital called." "Fiancé," Livia interrupted, a surge of unexplained anger rising. Flashes. A heated argument in a luxurious penthouse, tears streaming down her face, Jordan's arms around another woman. Was it real? A dream? You're a heartbreaker. That's all I know." The line went silent, then a soft gasp. "Livia, what are you talking about? Please tell me you're okay." But Livia hung up, her heart pounding. Who was this Jordan? And why did calling her feel like reopening a wound? Hours later, after discharge papers and a cab ride to an address pulled from her wallet, a cozy brownstone in Greenwich Village, Livia pieced together fragments of her life. She was 32, a freelance photographer whose work graced magazines like Vogue and National Geographic. Her apartment was filled with black and white prints of cityscapes and intimate portraits, many featuring a striking woman with sharp cheekbones, dark hair, and piercing blue eyes. Jordan Pierce, the captions read. CEO of Pierce Tech, a Silicon Valley transplant worth billions from AI innovations. They'd met at a gallery opening 2 years ago. Livia's photos of urban loneliness had caught Jordan's eye. A whirlwind romance followed. Weekend getaways to the Hamptons, stolen kisses in boardrooms, a proposal atop the Empire State Building under fireworks. But now, with her memory wiped, it all felt like someone else's story. The doorbell rang that evening. Livia opened it to find Jordan standing there, rain-slicked trench coat over a power suit, holding a bouquet of white lilies, Livia's favorites apparently. "Livia," Jordan breathed, stepping inside without invitation. She was taller than Livia remembered, or didn't, 5 feet 10 inches of poised elegance, her presence filling the room like expensive perfume. "What happened?" "The doctors said amnesia, but..." "Heartbreaker? Where did that come from?" Livia backed away, crossing her arms. "I don't know you." "Not really. Bits come back, arguments, maybe betrayal. Why should I trust you?" Jordan's face crumpled, but she composed herself quickly, a habit from cutthroat business deals. "We've been through hell together. Your parents disowned you when you came out in college. I was there when you built your career from nothing. We're getting married in 3 months." "Show me proof," Livia challenged. Jordan pulled out her phone, scrolling through photos. Them laughing on a yacht in Miami, dancing at a pride parade in San Francisco, Livia's head on Jordan's shoulder during a quiet moment in Central Park. It looked perfect. Too perfect. But as night fell, Livia lay awake, haunted by a nagging doubt. Why did Heartbreaker feel so true? The next day, Livia ventured out, camera in hand, hoping familiarity would spark memories. She wandered to Washington Square Park, snapping shots of street performers and lovers on benches. A woman approached her, mid-30s, curly red hair, artsy vibe. "Livia? It's me, Riley. Your best friend." The woman hugged her tentatively. Riley Thompson, gallery owner and confidant. Over coffee at a nearby cafe, Riley filled in gaps. "You and Jordan? Epic love story. But lately, you've been distant. Said something about trust issues." "Trust issues?" Livia pressed. Riley hesitated. "Rumors. Jordan's ex, Vanessa, back in town. You thought they were reconnecting. But Jordan swore it was business." A flash. Livia overhearing a phone call, Jordan whispering, "I can't do this anymore." To Vanessa? Livia's stomach twisted. Was that the betrayal? That night, Jordan cooked dinner. Pasta primavera, Livia's go-to comfort food. They ate in silence at first, the tension thick. "Tell me about us," Livia said finally. Jordan's eyes softened. "You make me human, Livia. In my world, it's all algorithms and acquisitions. You see the poetry in chaos." They talked late, Jordan sharing stories of their first date. A picnic in Prospect Park where Livia spilled wine and they laughed until dawn. Livia felt a spark, a warmth unfurling. But doubt lingered. As Jordan left, she kissed Livia's forehead. "I'll wait for you to remember." But Livia wondered if remembering would destroy them. Weeks blurred into a fragile routine. Jordan visited daily, bringing takeout from Livia's favorite spots, bagels from Russ and Daughters, pizza from Lombardi's. She was patient, never pushing, but her eyes held a storm of unspoken fears. Livia, meanwhile, dove into therapy sessions at a clinic on the Upper East Side, where Dr. Elena Vasquez prodded at her subconscious. "Amnesia isn't just forgetting," Dr. Vasquez said, her voice calm with a hint of Puerto Rican lilt. "It's protecting. What truth are you hiding from?" Livia shrugged, but dreams plagued her. Jordan in a heated embrace with Vanessa Hale, her ex from college days, now a rival tech exec. Vanessa, with her sly smile and ambitious drive, had allegedly cheated on Jordan years ago. But in Livia's fractured mind, roles reversed. One afternoon, Livia rifled through her apartment, unearthing a hidden journal. Entries dated back months. "Jordan's late nights, says it's work, but I saw texts from V. Am I paranoid?" Another confronted her. She denied, but her eyes lied. "Heartbreaker." The word echoed. Confrontation came at a charity gala Jordan insisted Livia attend, to jog memories. The event was at the Met, glittering with New York's elite. Livia wore a borrowed gown, feeling like an imposter beside Jordan's Armani-clad poise. "You look stunning," Jordan murmured, her hand on Livia's back sending shivers. But then Vanessa appeared, champagne flute in hand. "Jordan, darling." And Livia heard about the accident. Tragic. Livia's pulse raced. A memory surged. Overhearing Jordan and Vanessa at a conference in Vegas, laughter too intimate. "Excuse me," Livia muttered, fleeing to the balcony. Jordan followed. "What's wrong?" "You and her," Livia accused. "I remember now, Bits. You were cheating." Jordan's face paled. "No, Livia. That's not. Don't lie." Livia shouted, drawing stares. "Heartbreaker. That's what you are." The ride home was silent. In the penthouse, Jordan's, overlooking Central Park, truth unraveled. "Vanessa and we had history," Jordan admitted, pouring scotch with trembling hands. "But after you, it was over." "Those texts? Business." She wanted a merger. "Why hide it?" Livia demanded. Jordan sank onto the couch. "Because I knew you'd doubt. Your past, your ex cheated, left scars. I didn't want to trigger that." Livia paced. "So you lied by omission?" "Yes," Jordan whispered. "And I'm sorry." Tears fell. They talked through the night, Jordan revealing her own vulnerabilities. A childhood in foster care, building an empire to prove worth, fearing loss. Livia shared fragments, growing up in conservative Texas, coming out and losing family, finding solace in photography. By dawn, forgiveness flickered. Livia leaned in, their lips brushing in a tentative kiss. "I want to remember us," she said. But drama escalated. Riley called the next day. "Livia, there's something you need to know. Before the accident, you were leaving Jordan." "What?" "You found emails. Vanessa wasn't just business. Jordan invested in her company secretly, after promising no contact." Betrayal deepened. Livia confronted Jordan at her office in Midtown, glass walls reflecting the city's hustle. "Is it true?" Livia yelled, slamming printouts on the desk. Jordan stood, executive scattering. "It was a favor. Nothing more." "A favor for an ex? After you swore?" Jordan's defenses cracked. "I thought I could handle it. Protect us." "Protect? Or hide?" Livia stormed out, hailing a cab to Brooklyn Bridge, the accident site. Standing there, wind whipping her hair, memories flooded. The fight that night. Livia driving away in rage after discovering the investment. Tears blurring vision. The crash. She called Jordan. "I remember. All of it." Jordan arrived, breathless. "Then you know I love you." The investment was to buy Vanessa out, end her influence. "I was ending it." Proof. Documents showing the buyout. Relief washed over Livia. "Why not tell me?" "Fear," Jordan admitted. "Of losing you." They embraced, the bridge a symbol of crossing back to each other. But shadows loomed. Vanessa spurned, leaked scandals to tabloids. Billionaire's love triangle exposed. Media frenzy hit. Paparazzi swarmed Livia's brownstone. Jordan's stock dipped. "We fight this together," Jordan vowed. Livia nodded, but doubt whispered. Was love enough? The scandal erupted like a New York summer storm, sudden, fierce, unrelenting. Headlines screamed from page 6 to TMZ. Pierce Texo and steamy affair? Fiancée's amnesia adds twist. Vanessa's revenge was calculated, feeding anonymous tips about secret meetings and hidden funds. Jordan's board called emergency meetings, investors pulled back, and the wedding, once a fairy tale, became fodder for late-night talk shows. Livia holed up in the penthouse away from flashes. Jordan worked tirelessly, damage control in overdrive. "This is my fault," she said one night, collapsing beside Livia on the balcony, city lights twinkling below. "No," Livia replied, taking her hand. "Ours. We both hid things." Memories returned in waves now, good and bad. Lazy Sundays in bed, reading the New York Times. Heated debates over politics at dinner parties. Jordan's surprise trip to Napa Valley, where they picked grapes and dreamed of forever. But also the fights. Jordan's workaholism. Livia's insecurities from past heartbreaks. Therapy helped. Dr. Vasquez urged communication. Build on truth, not assumptions. They tried. Date nights resumed. A Broadway show, Hamilton Redux, where Livia teared up at themes of legacy and loss. Walking home arm in arm, Jordan whispered, "You're my legacy." Yet conflict brewed. Riley, loyal but blunt, warned Livia. "Vanessa's not done. She's suing for breach of contract on that investment." The lawsuit hit the courts in Lower Manhattan. Jordan testified, poised but strained. Livia sat in the gallery, heart aching as Vanessa painted Jordan as manipulative, using charm to seal deals and hearts. During recess, Vanessa cornered Livia in the hallway. "She'll break you again. It's who she is. Leave us alone," Livia snapped. But seeds of doubt sprouted. That night, Livia found old voicemails on her phone. Jordan canceling dates for meetings with Vanessa. "Why?" Livia confronted, voice breaking. Jordan sighed. "To finalize the buyout. I swear, nothing romantic." "Prove it." Jordan showed emails, timestamps aligning with business only. But the emotional toll mounted. Livia withdrew, spending days in her darkroom developing photos. Images of fractured reflections, symbolizing their love. High drama peaked at a press conference Jordan held outside her office. Flanked by lawyers, she addressed the crowd. "These allegations are false. Vanessa Hale is a disgruntled ex seeking revenge. My heart belongs to Livia Harper, and I'll fight for her, for us." The statement went viral, shifting public opinion. Support poured in from LGBTQ+ advocates, praising their resilience. Livia watched from home, tears streaming. She rushed to Jordan's side post-conference, embracing her amid cheers. "I believe you," Livia said. Their bond deepened, intimacy rebuilt through vulnerability. They volunteered at a shelter in the Bronx, Jordan ditching her suit for jeans, helping queer youth, mirroring her own past. But betrayal's echo lingered. An anonymous email to Livia. Photos of Jordan and Vanessa at a bar months ago looking cozy. Fake? Livia asked Jordan. Deepfakes, Jordan confirmed, hiring investigators. Vanessa's doing. Rage fueled Livia. She confronted Vanessa at her loft in Soho. Why? Livia demanded. Vanessa smirked. Jordan chose you over me. Now she pays. You're the heartbreaker, Livia realized. Vanessa laughed. Takes one to know one. Livia left, empowered. She and Jordan plotted counter, exposing Vanessa's fraud. The climax came in court. Evidence mounted, forged docs, manipulated images. Vanessa crumbled under cross-examination, admitting revenge. The judge ruled in Jordan's favor. Media hailed it a victory for love over lies. As they exited the courthouse, hand in hand, Livia whispered, "We're unbreakable." But healing took time. They postponed the wedding, focusing on therapy, travel, a road trip across America, from the Grand Canyon to the Pacific Coast Highway, rediscovering each other. In Yellowstone under stars, Jordan knelt again. "Marry me for real this time." Livia said yes, heartful. Post-trial, life settled into a new normal, but scars remained. Jordan stepped back from CEO duties, appointing a deputy to reclaim balance. Livia's photography flourished. A series on forgotten loves inspired by her amnesia, exhibited at MoMA. Critics raved. Harper captures the fragility of memory and the strength of second chances. Their relationship evolved deeper, more honest. Weekly check-ins. What's on your mind? No secrets. Yet subtle tensions arose. Livia's full memory return brought painful clarity. The accident wasn't just rain-slick roads. She'd been distraught, fleeing after a blowout fight over Vanessa's calls. Jordan had yelled, "Trust me." Livia had screamed, "I can't." Guilt weighed on Jordan. "I almost lost you because of my pride." Livia forgave, but forgiveness isn't erasure. At a couples retreat in the Catskills, they unpacked it all, facilitated hikes, fireside talks. Other queer couples shared stories. Infidelity, loss, redemption. One evening by the lake, Livia said, "I called you Heartbreaker because deep down I feared you would be like my ex." Jordan nodded. "And I feared abandonment, so I controlled too much." Understanding bloomed. Romance reignited. Stolen glances, tender touches, laughter echoing through woods. Back in the city, they planned the wedding anew, intimate, at a vineyard in the Finger Lakes. Guests: Riley, Dr. Vasquez, shelter kids as flower bearers. But a final twist. Vanessa, defeated but not done, sent a letter. "You win. But ask Jordan about the night before the accident." Livia showed Jordan. "What?" Jordan paled. I met Vanessa to end it. She kissed me. I pushed away, but betrayal's sting returned. "You didn't tell me?" I was ashamed. It meant nothing. Livia walked out, needing space. She drove to the Hamptons, crashing waves mirroring her turmoil. Riley joined her. "Love isn't perfect, Livia. It's choosing despite flaws." Jordan arrived the next day, remorseful. "I should have confessed. No more hiding." They talked, cried, reconciled. "We're human," Livia said. "That's the beauty." The wedding day dawned sunny. In a white gown, Livia walked down the aisle to Jordan, radiant in a tux. Vows. "Through memory and madness, I choose you." Reception danced under stars, toasts to resilience. Months later, they adopted a rescue dog, symbolizing new beginnings. Livia's exhibit toured. Jordan's company rebounded. But life threw curves. Jordan faced a health scare. A benign tumor, surgery in Boston. Livia nursed her, roles reversed. In recovery, Jordan whispered, "You saved me." "No," Livia replied. "We save each other." Their love, forged in fire, became a beacon. They mentored young couples, sharing their story at Pride events. Years passed. On their 5th anniversary in Paris, a gift from Jordan, Livia reflected. "From heartbreaker to heartmender." Jordan smiled. "Always yours." As time wove their lives tighter, challenges persisted, but so did growth. Jordan's empire expanded ethically, focusing on AI for social good, apps aiding mental health, inspired by Livia's amnesia. Livia shifted to documentary work, capturing queer stories across America. From drag queens in Atlanta to activists in Chicago. One project took Livia to Texas, confronting her estranged family. Jordan accompanied, hand steady on Livia's back as they knocked on the door of her childhood home in Austin. "Mom, Dad," Livia said, voice steady. "This is Jordan, my wife." Silence, then tears. Her mother hugged her. "We've missed you." Reconciliation tentative but healing. Jordan's foster background resonated. They bonded over loss. Back in New York, they hosted holidays blending families chosen and blood. Drama resurfaced when Vanessa reemerged, reformed. An apology letter. "I was wrong. Jealousy blinded me. Forgive." They met at a neutral cafe in Chelsea. Vanessa, softer, explained her pain, losing Jordan years ago, lashing out. "I forgive," Jordan said. Livia nodded. Closure. Their love deepened with age. On a bench in Central Park, graying hairs mingling, they watched seasons change. "Remember the call?" Livia teased. Jordan laughed. "How could I forget? You branded me. But you're my heart keeper now." The end wasn't happily ever after in fairy tale gloss, but in real human terms. Messy, profound, enduring. They faced losses. Riley's cancer battle, which they supported through remission. Jordan's retirement, passing the torch. In twilight years at their Hamptons home, Livia held Jordan's hand. "No regrets." "None," Jordan replied. Their story whispered in legacies. A foundation funding LGBTQ+ mental health, scholarships for artists. Death came gently, Jordan first, Livia following soon after. Buried together under a willow, epitaph. Hearts entwined, memories eternal. Inspirational, their tale lived on. Proof that from breakage blooms beauty, from drama depth. Love triumphs, not flawless but fierce.